An attorney, driving her husband's SUV in broad daylight, is about to make a simple left turn in a quiet Florida suburb. What happens next isn't just a traffic accident. It's a terrifying moment of impact that she never even saw coming.
The light turned green. I went to make a left. I looked this way to make sure from there. Okay. I looked this way to make sure that there were no cars coming, and I guess he was crossing the street.
A witness watched the entire terrifying scene. A college student on a scooter violently hit, then dragged under the tires of the massive vehicle. How could an experienced driver miss an entire person in broad daylight?
Stop. Hit him. He kept on going. Ran over him with the front tires. I saw his legs twist, his head underneath one of the tires.
March 4th, 2024, Coral Gables, Florida. A routine Monday morning shatters at the corner of Altera Avenue and Lejeune Road. Police dispatch received the 911 call just before 11 o'clock a.m. Officers arrived in less than 90 seconds to find a scene of chaos and a young man bleeding out.
Do you see the accident at all?
I didn't. I just showed up.
Okay, he's good to go.
The victim was Daniel Bishop, 22 years old, a senior at the University of Miami, studying mathematics and psychology. A brilliant student with a promising future, tragically cut short on a busy street. But Daniel was already a survivor. Just 6 years earlier, Daniel was a student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in nearby Parkland, Florida, when a devastating massacre took 17 lives. He had survived that terror, walked away unharmed from a national tragedy, only to be faced with death again on a quiet, warm morning in paradise. A cruel twist of fate nobody could have predicted. The driver of the massive black Cadillac Escalade was 38-year-old attorney Veronica De Law. She was married to one of Miami's most successful realtors. She was frantic, suffering from shock, and immediately gave her version of events to the first officer on the scene.
The light turned green. I went to make a left. I looked this way to make sure from there. Okay. I looked this way to make sure that there were no cars coming, and I guess he was crossing the street.
All right, let me get you. You have your driver's license? You okay? You want to sit down? You want water?
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
While Veronica was being consoled, the fight for Daniel's life was lost. His injuries were simply too devastating. He was pronounced dead at the scene. This was no longer just a traffic accident. It was a traffic homicide. Officer Garcia from the Traffic Homicide Unit was called in to lead the investigation.
I'm going to be in charge of the crash report, the incident report, and the entire traffic homicide report as well, okay? I'm doing all aspects of the investigation.
The investigation had barely begun when the entire tone shifted. Before Veronica could be officially interviewed, a lawyer arrived on the scene, immediately moving to protect his client. This is extremely rare, showing the high stakes from the very first moment.
Hello, sir.
Hi, guys.
Officer Garcia, how are you?
David, welcome.
Are you representing the driver? Okay.
How's she doing?
She's a little distraught. It's understandable.
Yeah.
The attorney was quick to establish the boundaries, ensuring anything Veronica said could not be used against her in a criminal setting. The driver's privilege was invoked instantly. He then made a shocking comment that revealed a bias against the very victims of the crash.
What was his kid?
I don't 22.
Fucking scooters. You gotta outlaw. You gotta outlaw those fight all the time. How many times are you driving and all of a sudden you almost kill somebody?
We do traffic homicide. We see it all the time.
It's just like bugs. They treat them like bugs.
With her counsel present, Veronica gave her official statement to Officer Garcia. She was firm on one point. She was not distracted, and she saw absolutely nothing before the impact.
So I looked to the right as I was turning to make sure that no cars were coming towards me. And then I hit him. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where I was. I know I was facing this way, south, and that's it. Then it pulled to the side.
At what point did you first see him?
I didn't see him.
You never saw him at all?
I never saw him.
So
I never saw him.
She confirmed she had come from the gym, was not on her phone, and felt the car move over something. But this narrative of an unavoidable blind spot accident was about to be obliterated by the raw account of the witnesses who watched the horror unfold.
I was coming north on Ponce, coming out of here, and what I saw of the accident was to me it looked like a kid on a scooter crossing on the crosswalk, and simultaneously a black Escalade turning from Altara to Lejeune. She was turning, and then she hit the individual.
You saw the impact?
I saw the impact.
Patrick didn't just see the impact. He watched the full, brutal sequence. His testimony painted a picture not of a quick bump, but of a vehicle that kept moving, crushing the victim under its weight.
No, because I saw that hit, I saw the front tires, I saw him roll under the car, and I saw the back tires. So I saw so much movement and torsion of the body that it couldn't have been obstructed. There's somebody that wasn't paying attention. She came out of the car. I did see the person that was driving the vehicle, and she was completely didn't know what had happened.
Patrick's wife, Sasha, was the passenger. Though she was looking down initially, her husband's frantic reaction instantly alerted her to the severity of the crash. Her memory confirms the shocking account of the body being run over twice.
From what I saw, there was a black Cadillac Escalade turning. There was something under it, looked like a body, and she just kept going until she got to about here, runs over it twice, and then she kind of went a little bit further, and then he was... By then, my husband had already stopped the car and had popped out. The first thing I saw was the Escalade, and then my husband yelling, oh my God, and then you saw something underneath it.
In January 2025, Veronica pled no contest, neither admitting nor denying guilt, but accepting the incident occurred. She was facing up to 60 days in jail, but the verdict delivered by the court caused immediate outrage in the community of Coral Gables. Veronica Dela was found guilty, but sentenced to just 6 months probation and 500 hours of community service. She walked away from the maximum sentence. The system, to many, had utterly failed Daniel. Daniel's mother, Susan, spoke for the family, her grief replaced by cold fury. She asked the press, how could a lawyer, a mother, a community member drive knowingly with an expired license and not be carefully watching the road in front of her? Veronica renewed her license only days after the crash. Daniel Bishop survived a school shooting, only to be failed by his community and its streets. The price of his life was 6 months of probation.